Welcome back. We're at the Fox Nation Patriot Awards in Hollywood, Florida. We are all in on Fox Nation, and not just because they throw great parties and they're nice people. We're all in on Fox Nation because it's protected from the tech monopolies that control almost every part of American life. But they don't control Fox Nation. Subscription service, we can say whatever we want. We don't have to be afraid because they're not pulling the strings. And that's worth a lot right now, we think. Here's an example, by the way, of what can happen if you're not protected. WePay is a subsidiary of JP Chase. Recently, WePay decided to deny payment processing services to a major conservative group in Missouri, a group called the Defense of Liberty. WePay claimed the group is involved in, quote, hate, violence, racial intolerance, and terrorism. Were they? No. Scott Fitzpatrick is the state treasurer of Missouri. He's demanding evidence those accusations are true. So far, WePay has not provided it. Scott Fitzpatrick joins us now to explain. Mr. Fitzpatrick, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and thank you for being one of the very few elected officials to do anything about this. Is this a violation of the law, do you believe?
Well, I think Chase has the, I guess, the right to do whatever they want in terms of who they do business with. But in terms of who we as the state of Missouri are going to do business with, we won't be doing business with any bank in the state treasurer's office that chooses to discriminate against essentially half the population, the conservative half the population. And they decided to do this. They suspended the Defense of Liberty, whose founder is a guy named Paul Kurtman, who's a Marine Corps veteran that deployed to the Middle East and fought in the War on Terror, and then came back to Missouri and was a state representative that I served with for 6 years. Is a great limited government, free market conservative who brings these events together. The speaker at this next event that they were going to have that WePay essentially canceled and is causing to be rescheduled was going to be Donald Trump Jr. and Cecilia Johnson, who's the director of Black Engagement for the RNC. And like you said, they've essentially accused them of being a hate organization, a racist organization with no evidence. And they also said that their decision-making process is proprietary and therefore no additional information could be given to them, but that the decision was final. And so I sent a letter today to Jamie Dimon, who's, as you know, the CEO of JP Chase, and essentially told them that as long as they're going to discriminate against half the country and frankly what's about 60% of Missourians according to the last election and not do business with conservative organizations, that they're not going to be eligible to do business with the state of Missouri.
Amen. Really quick, last week in New York, a leader of the Black Lives Matter organization threatened violence against the sitting mayor of New York if he dared to enforce the law in New York. Are they still a client of JP Chase? Were they deplatformed too? Do you know, Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, I don't think that they've deplatformed them. They're only interested in deplatforming conservatives, and if they're only interested in doing business with one half of the country, they can change their name to Woke Bank or Snowflake Bank or something. So we'll see how it goes, though.
Scott Fitzpatrick, I appreciate your coming on. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.